say? Get louder.
Today, joining me is As the Raven Dreams.
Hello. How are you?
So,
That was you. I was asking you how you were.
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm getting by.
Look. I'm not good at this.
What?
I've done this 20 times now. This is the 20th one, and I'm still no good at this.
I mean, if it helps, it never gets easier.
I still look forward to them. I just don't look forward to waking up this early. I always want to sleep in, and then my body is like, oh, let's get up super duper early anyways, even though you don't work.
I mean, so you know me. You know I like to get up early myself, usually. But Sundays are always the exception. I'm supposed to go live at 8:30, and I will wake up at 8:15, without a doubt. No matter when I go to bed, it's like 8:15. I'm like, are you serious? I gotta be live in 15 minutes.
Patience, make my coffee!
Nope, I do it myself and just go on late. Because I'm super professional.
Yep, that's okay. It's 7:30 here, so I don't know how many times I've slept through your whole live stream, so.
Same. I'm good at sleep talking, apparently.
And reading.
Yeah, no, it's impressive.
So, we've got Rando Carizian. Hello. We got a Patience. Hello, Patience. Yeah. I couldn't imagine why she's here.
She's working, so she's probably just not wanting to work.
Probably. That's fair. King Cadaver is here. We got a Raven. And Miss Creepy Tales is here. Hello, MCT.
Hello. I'm sure we'll get more as time passes, or not.
Yeah.
Live streaming is such a...
It's weird.
An odd game it is.
I'm actually thinking about live streaming a second time today, but that's to live read my 2-sentence horrors.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I did a live. Well, you knew because you were. Sorry, you were at work that day, but I did a live recording the other day that actually went pretty well.
I didn't hear any of the stories because I showed up right at the beginning before you started, and I showed up right at the end, literally as you were hitting end stream, pretty much.
I'm sorry, my timing is off.
It's all good. I was just like, no, he's streaming while I'm at work. This is not fair. If I get caught
To be
with
fair,
this out, I'll be in trouble.
To be fair, I didn't know I was going to live stream. I just did.
It was a spur of the moment decision.
It absolutely was.
The live streams. You can do what you want.
Yep. I was gonna record and I'm sorry.
I was gonna say yesterday I was going to play games with Bill, but I died, so I didn't.
Well, welcome back to the world of the living. We're very happy to have you. No, it was literally a thing. I was like, hey, I'm gonna record today. I need to record 2 videos, get them out. And I was like, I think I accidentally clicked on Streamlabs instead of Audacity because I have them right next to each other on the taskbar. I think that was basically what made the decision for me.
Huh. I guess I'm live streaming.
Pretty
Okay.
much. But I had to make the stupid live recording scene because I didn't have them made anymore, so I deleted them all. Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I enjoy sometimes live streaming. I only want to do the 2-sentence horrors because they're fast and easy. Well, a full story, it depending on the day, can take me without having interruptions hours, depending on how my tongue is working that day.
Yeah.
/ brain.
I feel that. Apparently PA hates me because I got through an entire story without stopping.
Yeah, you're one of the few people I've ever heard who can get through a whole story without making a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, I make, like, okay, I do make mistakes frequently. But with how I record, it's very quick to fix. I know I do it in a way that most people can't, but I just, I record, I mess up, I hit pause, delete that small spot, and start in the exact sentence kind of thing. A lot of people like to do the whole recording and then edit out the mistakes. I used to do that, but it would take me an entire day to edit out or edit a full video, so I stopped. I had to fix myself.
That's SS tier shit. Says Miss Creepy Tales. I do a hybrid between yours and so like if I only make one little mistake and I don't want to ruin the flow, I'll keep going. But if it was like that whole paragraph, because I do them in paragraphs and pause them between that because I leave myself a space so I can change the wording on my video. So I always want a little space between those.
Right.
So I kind of look at it and go, and I think, okay, that was a mistake. That was a lot of mistakes. Restart the whole paragraph in one go. But if I find that if I had a problem with a certain word and I just can't get it to go, I'll leave in the mistakes and just edit out later. But it doesn't take me that long to edit it all out. So
Right. No, right. And you, and obviously, I don't mean to be offensive whenever I say this. Obviously, you have a bit of a wall in your way with dyslexia. I get that. As does PA with his, like, and I totally understand that would make it a lot more stressful trying to get through a story whenever you're reading and certain words just don't, like, you say one thing and it's actually another thing and you realize it after you say it, kind of thing. That would piss me off.
Oh yeah, happens all the time. I've had ones where I've left it in. I didn't realize I said the wrong word until the video was live, and I'm like, it was close enough.
Strangely enough, most, like, I've heard that a few times on your videos. I will say, like, most of the time whenever I've seen it, the word that you used is pretty close and still contextually accurate.
Yeah, I normally still use the correct word, and sometimes it's even a better word. Like, no,
Right.
that would actually fit better than what they wrote. So I think my brain went, that's nice, we're going to do it our way.
Right.
I swear my brain does that.
Well, that's that author brain kicking in, right?
Yeah, you're just like...
It's like, this story could be better.
Just wait. I got a better word for you there. And sometimes it's just like this overly complicated word where they could have put a simple word. And it was just like, why didn't you use a simple word? Why did you use the 7-syllable word when a 3 would have worked?
Right. People using 4-syllable adverbs, and it's like, I don't need to know that you jumped astonishingly. Please, just, you jumped. You got scared. We're done.
But I could see, like, I jumped astonishingly high. Like,
Sure.
Like, that does tell you something, but if it was just, I astonishingly jumped, it's like, you jumped. You jumped startledly. Would have worked, too. You jumped back startled.
You were startled. You were, you were shocked. You were scared. You were horrified. Like, I don't know.
It's just, sometimes it's just like, you went to a thesaurus, I can tell. And
right.
You really, that simple word would have, unless, of course, it also depends on the character, because sometimes it works because that's how the character is. Like, you have that person who wants to be smart and you know, so the writing is that way, but you can tell it's because they're telling you the character as well, and it's like that works. That
Right.
makes sense. But yeah, but sometimes it's just like the average person doesn't use this language. The average person doesn't need this.
Right. I completely agree with that. Like, as an author myself, I love descriptive language, and I love adverbs, and I love adjectives, but I hate over complicating it. Like, I hate it when people do that, because it ruins both the flow of the story and the structure of the story, and it's just like, this is not good. Like you said, don't pick up a thesaurus and start rewriting your sentences.
No, unless you're like, I have used this specific word too many times recently. Let's see if there's a different word that's kind of similar that I can make work. Because repetitive wording is bad, unless there's a specific reason. Like, when I did Cabin in the Woods, we actually made sure we used the exact wording over and over again, and it was on purpose to show that she was losing her mind.
Right.
So that was one of those times where it was, no, you can't change the words. But if I was writing that and I was not trying to come across that, I would have changed words and used different words. So
right.
It's all about a balancing act. But yeah, sometimes you're just like, I really didn't need that word. That word is overly complicated and my mouth don't like it. My mouth don't like that word.
Feel that. Sometimes it feels like my vocabulary is, like, whenever I'm writing, sometimes it feels like my vocabulary is just, like, pathetic. Like, I'll start writing, it's like, why am I writing this at a second grade level? I'm very upset with myself, and I don't know. It's a balance, right? There's got to be a balance.
Yes. You have to make it readable and approachable, and still, even with narration, you can tell a story with it. Like, it's a balancing act. But yeah, sometimes, like, and I've heard your stuff. I've only read one of your stories, but like, no, not second grade, not even close.
Right. No, I mean, like, the final product is better.
Yeah.
But sometimes they start with, she walked into the room. The room was dark. The dark room was very not bright.
But, like, writing a story, it's best just to get all your ideas out before you forget them, and then you can go back and go, okay, now how do I fix this? And hello, King of Canadian Hill. King of the Canadian Hill. I always forget that. I don't know why.
Oh, his name is King of the... Wow.
Yeah, I don't think
Dude's been coming to my live streams how long? And I'm like, oh, what? It is? It is.
I only recently, because I was like, I said King of the Canadian Hill. I'm like, why did I say the? And then I looked closely. I'm like, there is a the. God damn it. King of Canadian Hill also flows better. You should change your name.
It does. It does actually flow better. It's kind of weird.
I'm so dyslexic that I will leave whole paragraphs out of my stories without even noticing. Yeah, it works both ways, says King. Yes, I do that too, but it's not whole paragraphs for me, it's words that I leave out. My dad and me are the similar in that way, but I can see when I miss it, my dad can't. So, like, if I write a sentence like, she walked into the room and I forgot I can see that. Well, my dad will read, she walked into the room. Where's the? It's right there. Like, he can't. My mom always has to look over anything he writes to make sure that he's gotten all the words he meant to. And the worst part is he'll come back the next day and now can't read it and can't remember which word he put in there.
Damn.
Yeah. And he's actually one of the reasons I read books, because he said that seriously helped him a lot and got his dyslexia a lot more under control.
Right. Understandably.
My dad has it, and my grandmother, his mother, has it too. And she's supposedly the worst.
So, that's a weird noise. Random question. Whenever you're reading, have you tried to use, like, open dyslexic font and see if that helps?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. So I only know it exists because of my Kindle. It has Open Dyslexic Mono on it, the font for it, which is supposed to be a font that helps with dyslexia.
Oh,
Um, I'll send you the link to it real quick.
perfect. I'm all over that idea. Yeah, no, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's a specific font that was designed for people who are dyslexic to help them read. So I think the font is free. Yeah, it's a free font. So,
Yeah, it's just download now. Oh,
but like I can see why it would help because they bold the bottom of the letters and like thin out the top of them. It's really weird, but I could see why it would help the structurization of the brain, like to see the bolded part of the letter.
I will download that and definitely try to start using that and see if that helps.
Sure. I mean, if it helps, great. If not, it was just a random thought.
Yeah, it really can't make the situation worse.
Right. I get that.
And I've gotten so much better. So
I was gonna say, you say that it can't make the situation worse, but honestly, you do pretty damn good. So
I also have it very, very mildly. I sent it to you, Rando.
I just sent it to him as well.
Okay, you got it sent twice. And I sent it to PA as well.
Well, I didn't know you guys didn't know this existed.
No, I didn't know it existed. But yeah, no, I've one have it very, very mild, and I know I'm very lucky in that way. But it's still pain in, like, some days it's just a pain in my butt, and it's part of the reason why I started YouTube was because I just really got tired of it.
Right. I get that.
A few other reasons, of course. But
Well, right. Like I completely understand.
never do anything for one reason, says my husband.
It's a good philosophy.
It is. It really is. But yeah. I'm actually, like, some days I still go, I've been doing this for over a year and I'm not bored. What the fuck? Like, I've even, like, I got into drawing. I stopped drawing already. But it's more of a time thing.
So that could be that could be a multitude of things. Like whenever I draw, like I look at him, I'm like, I'm not very proud of this. That's kind of my thing. It's like it's not the best, it's not great, but whenever it comes to like my narrations, I'm actually very proud of the end result. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it is for me. It's got to be a matter of pride.
Oh, I was proud of every single one of them. I thought they all looked really good. But and then I gotta get back into writing too. But me and Bill Zors have to sit down today and talk about the next story I've gotten, which is about the house at the end of the street. And he said we need to do a full rewrite on it, but like the bones are there. We got the idea of what the story is. We just gotta do a full. And I'm gonna narrate that for my channel.
Nice.
I can't wait.
I've been thinking about narrating one of my novels.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Raven Adams isn't going to come after you if you do
that. Yeah. I get why you said that, but I was about to be like, well, they're published under my actual name, and I'm like, oh wait.
I'm not gonna say your actual name.
No, I know. They're pulled from the Amazon store anyway. Well, kind of. Amazon's stupid. If you publish something, you can't unpublish it. So anyway,
I know that you just want you want them published. You just want them published with your new name under it, which I get.
Right, which isn't something they give you the option to do. So
yeah, it's like, no, actually, could you please change that? My legal name has changed, or at least not your legal name. It would be your
pseudonym.
Pseudonym. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta sit down and start writing also my novel. I gotta work on that too. But that involves sitting down and doing a lot of world building.
Right. No, and the novel I want to narrate already exists. I just don't know if people will sit down and listen to it because I was well, let's just say it's a 600+ page novel.
That's not that
with
bad.
30 chapters, and each chapter is like 6,000 words.
Well, I mean, you can sit down, start reading it, do part, like, chapter 1 or whatever, and then, you know,
Yeah.
basically you'd be doing your own audiobook.
Yeah, which I guess could be the positive of that, right? Narrate it, put it on YouTube, and then put it structure it together to become the audiobook.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Might as well.
Maybe.
Again, I'm pretty sure Raven Adams isn't going to come after you. If he does, you really have a problem.
I do. I'm gonna get a cease and desist letter for myself. It's gonna be really weird.
Cease and desist for your own book. What?
Right? It's gonna be signed, have my signature on it, like, I don't remember doing this. And it's, yeah.
You see a little drool spot? God damn it! I did it in my sleep!
Not again.
Just hold on. Lulu wants out.
You're good? You're good. Lulu wants out. Lulu needs out. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Hopefully good.
Oh, jeez. Hit everything with the chair. I do mean everything. Yeah, I did.
Raven said that about me, but I'm Raven.
I don't remember this. See the drool spot again. God damn it!
Sometimes I'd wake up and be like, I would in my sleep create this big ass website about how I'm stealing stories from people and copyright infringement and stuff like that. It's like, what? That didn't happen.
Sincerely, as the Raven Dreams. God damn it.
I would check the Who Is data and it would just be registered under my name, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself?
Why do I hate myself so much?
This is a whole new level of self-sabotage. I'm not used to it.
I'm used to it a little bit, but not this much. This is too much.
Also meant to say hi to Infinite Psychosis. I can't tag him though. YouTube is being stupid.
Oh, hello, Infinite. I totally missed him. My bad. He keeps calling us mortals. Stop stealing my shit.
I mean, I think if anyone else deserves to call people mortals, it's him.
Fair enough.
Exactly. Why am I like this? I love it.
Apparently, whoever watched my latest short, they watched 100% of it, which is like the first time I've ever seen that.
Nice.
Totally take a screenshot of that. Hello, dramatic devil. I always want to say demon devil for some reason. Don't ask. I don't know.
I mean, they're close.
They are, but I mean, dramatic means he's from Germany. Demon means he's from hell. So.
Oh. I thought you meant you try to replace the word devil with demon.
No.
Oh, you try to... Okay, cool. So you want to call him demon devil.
Like, demonic devil, actually, is what I keep wanting to say.
Gotcha.
Which, I mean, I could
It's
see someone calling
close.
themselves that, actually.
Hang on. I'm going to check.
Hold on 1 second.
Demonic devil. These are all videos.
Mm.
Bullet for my Valentine, Waking the Demon. Cool. Filters. Channel. There are multiple channels called Demonic Devil.
Aha! I was right!
One of them has a Fortnite character, has an avatar.
Oh my god, of course.
None of them have more than... Oh. Nope, never mind, that's not his name. None of them have more than, like, 10 subscribers.
Oh god. So they're probably more like kids just playing stuff and using it
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Edgy 13-year-olds
Oh, so edgy.
playing Fortnite, GTA 5, Minecraft. Literally, I'm looking at this guy's channel.
So edgy.
I mean, I'll give him credit. Dude streamed a lot for 3 months and then stopped doing anything. But anyway,
The more you know. Don't get on Raven's bad side, otherwise he'll just research you to death. He'll learn everything about you in 3 seconds.
I mean,
Stormy!
I used to be in cybersecurity. I know how to look up people.
I know.
Stormy, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Stormy. It's been a while since I actually seen Stormy here.
Damn it, King. It's Germanic the devil, you two. No, it's not. There's no the in that one. Stop it.
What if there was? I'd be like, oh my god, what's with the? I'm not seeing it. I have seen French too much. Yeah, it's just so funny. Which is like King of the Canadian Hill. Why did I say that? Because it actually is there. Oh my god. What?
If that'd be an amazing name change, that's funny. Germanic the devil. Just saw two of my favorite people online. Aw.
Aww.
And who was it?
Two of his favorite people. He told you. Oh.
Oh, true, true. But I didn't know that, you know, PA was live, and I didn't think wife was live either. This is interesting. What's going on?
I mean, wife's not here, so it's definitely one of his favorite people.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing about having my stream so early. A lot of people who are across the pond actually can be here, because it's not like stupidly late to them.
Right.
That's the one thing I really like. But oh, hello, the Tyrant of Night.
You are not late this time, my friend.
Not at all.
But no, I totally get that. It's really weird though. I feel like people who are overseas, whenever I go live, in the mornings, don't really show up, or if they do, they're like, "Oh, I'm doing stuff, so I'll see you later," and I'm like, "Okay." And then I do the stream for the recording at like 2 o'clock, and they all showed up from overseas.
They're just like, go to bed. You need to sleep.
Right. Eventually, please.
Please get some sleep. It's good for you, I've been told.
It's kind of boring.
I don't know. Made the day go by really fast for me.
That's true.
That was kind of nice. It's 6:30 p.m. here.
Hmm?
Apparently for Mr. Creepy Tales, it's
You mean 9:30?
Yeah. What did I say?
6:30.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, she's exactly 12 hours ahead of me, so.
Yes. She's 1 hour and 12.
13 or
yes,
1 hour and 12, I guess.
Yeah, no. In my head, it's 1 hour and then switch it to PM. In my head,
right.
It makes it easier for me. Not recording tonight, just editing audio. Nice. For the devil, it's 4:30 p.m.
And Stormy said no slap.
No slap.
– 4:30 would be 7 hours ahead of me. Anyway, yeah. So,
did you have any special coffee today?
I had my cold brew. I've been making that.
That's fair. I totally get that.
Yeah. Like I said, I have a cold brew maker. It's really cool. It's got like a cylinder in the middle of it that's like this mesh thing that's like covered in plastic. It's got the plastic frame and then like mesh in the middle, and you just put the coffee in that, fill it with water, and then you put it in the fridge for 12 hours.
Yep, we have actually a cold brew maker as well. We just haven't used it. We need better coffee to put in that.
Yeah.
Can't just put Folgers in it.
Well, mine you actually can.
You can, but no, it's better to put a different one.
Okay.
1 hour and 12. That's the only acceptable way to tell our time difference. I will fight anyone who says otherwise.
I feel that. And wife says hello, apparently. Hello, wife.
Oh, and is the AC working good? And are you feeling okay, Raven?
Yeah, AC's working great. I guess I'm feeling alright.
Has it gotten any better?
Like being sick, yeah, kind of. The wheezing's still kind of going on. I should probably go back eventually, but I won't.
Does that cost money?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
No, you don't.
Yeah. The reason I haven't been to the dentist in
Oh, okay.
2 years is because it costs money.
Well, fair. I'll accept that.
Tell my
Like,
I
yeah,
love her.
Like, I'm not going to the doctor because it costs money. Yeah, I get that. No, you don't.
Not that part, but I don't go to the dentist because it costs money. I even have
I do.
coverage.
Yeah, but dental. I'm assuming it sucks up there too. But dental coverage is BS.
Ours is pretty good. They cover most of it except for like the fluoride and I think something else. But so I end up having to pay like $30 or $40 to go to the dentist.
Mhm.
Because I get the fluoride because my teeth were expensive because I had braces. So,
Mhm.
but yeah. But the other thing is we moved here and I don't know what dentist I should go to. So that's the problem. It's you want to go to a dentist you can trust. And we had one in Penticton and we had one in St. Paul, and now it's like, well, who do we go to? So
All right.
I also allow them to do direct billing too. Apparently, King of Canadian Hill goes every 3 months. Oof.
That's crazy. Stormy, have a good day, man. He's in it out.
Take care, Stormy. Tell wife we say we love her.
Yes. Back to dental coverage though. I had really good insurance with the company I worked for, and they had dental insurance, and I paid for it and everything. And I went in, and I had to get. So I went in because I broke a tooth on the bottom right. Right. Like, I don't really have weak teeth. I don't have, like cavity-ridden teeth or anything like that, but I broke it, and I don't know how I broke it. It just. I put my tongue over there and it was broken. I'm like, oh, okay. I was in panic mode because I hadn't been to the dentist for a very long time. Good dental visit habits were not instilled in me as a child. I went like twice as a child. But we won't go there. Anyway, so I book the appointment and I go, and they basically determine like, hey, what we're gonna have to do because we have to crown that one. Like, it'd be better to crown that one if we remove the wisdom tooth next to it. No, like, and the one next to it right there is actually damaged as well, so we need to do a filling on it. So in one day, I got a filling, a crown, and an extraction on the bottom right.
I hate getting my wisdom
The
teeth pulled.
whole like pulling teeth analogy doesn't work whenever you have it done. It's like it sucked, but it wasn't that bad.
Because we don't have to deal with the pain anymore.
Right. Well, what I love is people always ask me like, "Well, you had them put you under, right?" I'm like, "No, they just numbed me."
It depends what they have to do for the wisdom teeth. If yours was just easy to pull out, you're fine. So I had all 4 of mine pulled. The 2 top ones were just normal teeth we pulled out. They were fine. The bottom 2 were impacted. They had to put me under for that.
My top left one is impacted. I need to get it removed. Bottom left and top right are pretty normal, but the bottom right one was the one that needed to be, like, basically it was a situation of, hey, we have to crown this. Like I said, it's gonna be easier if we just pull this wisdom tooth next to it. So I was like, okay, and they had to fill it. So the thing is, like, that visit was only partially covered by insurance. Yeah, and they only covered, I think it was 66%. So that seriously cost me like $800 total. Like, oh my god. So I went back for the cleanings while I had insurance, but I can't afford that kind of shit.
Well, yeah, and then here they still have like Alberta and Canada kind of set the limits, like where they would like the money to be, but they don't have to follow those. They can literally charge whatever they want. They're private companies here.
Right.
But they also know that anyone who doesn't have coverage is not going to go with to them. So a lot of them advertise that we go with Alberta Alberta pricing here. So take care, MCT.
Sorry, that was kind of the next part in my head. I just forgot to mention it. So because they went in and they did all those things, and then insurance paid for $1,600 worth. I paid for $800. And after I paid, they started calling me and calling the dentist because they wanted proof that it was necessary to crown the tooth. It's like, did you guys look at what they sent you? You know, the x-ray and the pictures where the tooth was shattered?
Oh, yeah.
So they tried to fight it 100%. And I'm like, are you serious, guys? Just pay the freaking money.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's really annoying when they go, like, so in the States, they have to get approval, the doctors have to get a lot of approval before they can do anything for the insurance to cover it. So the insurance companies are basically playing doctor without a medical license.
Right. Well, it just, I don't know, it just pissed me off to be like, prove that you needed to have this done. Yes, I totally went into the dentist office to have a tooth crowned, extracted, and filled for the fun of it.
Yep, that's totally my fetish. You got my kick, man.
I am actually terrified of dentists. In my opinion, they are the weirdest people in the world. But, yeah, totally a fetish of mine. Just love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. In Canada, they don't question it. If the dentist said that you needed that done, you got that done. You got it done because the dentist needed it. Or you needed it. Or you were in pain or something. So, yeah,
right.
I've never had anything ever fought. It's the dentist said I needed it, the dentist did it.
See, they're the professional. They're the one that went to school for it.
Exactly. Same with the doctors. The doctors say that this person needs this medication to save their life, and they're like, nope.
Well, so, like, the big issue is, apparently, here in the States, I don't know how rampant it is elsewhere, but there are a lot of dentists who will say an elective thing is necessary for people and then charge for it. Like, they'll say, oh, this tooth needs a filling, you have to have it filled. And it's actually a situation where the tooth doesn't need it, so they can make money. Like, there's been too much fraud on that front here.
Yeah.
And that's why the insurance companies are so anal about things, but at the same time, doing that kind of stuff really, it hurts everyone else. It's just stupid. What do you call a doctor who failed medical school? A dentist? It's messed up.
I actually thought about being a dentist. But I had spent most of my childhood as in a dentist chair.
If I can say thank you for not, because dentists are weird.
But who said I would be weird? I am weird. Wait, what were you saying? I am weird.
No. Different kind of weird. Any person who wakes up in the morning and is like, I can't wait to put my finger in people's mouths is weird.
No, a lot of dentists I've ever worked with, they're not like that. They think they're there to help you. They want to make it so you can live the best life you can live.
Don't care. Still weird.
Yeah, but without them, they've proven without good dental health, the rest of your body falls apart shortly after.
Doesn't make it any less weird.
But yeah, I had all my baby teeth pulled except for 2 and 4 of my adult teeth.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't, and then my wisdom teeth. I don't count those because those are different. Wisdom teeth most of the time have to get pulled. But yeah, I didn't have enough room in my mouth for all my teeth. I got my mom's jaw and my dad's teeth. It was a bad combo, apparently. But yeah, I had braces growing up, and my teeth aren't perfectly straight, but they're mostly straight now. They're a lot better than they would have been.
Yeah.
If they hadn't done anything, I would have had like those teeth going over top, and I would have had all that jazz.
No, I needed braces as a kid and it never happened. So.
It's expensive.
No, I know.
Like stupidly expensive.
Yep, I know. There's more to it, but yeah.
Yeah, there always is. But biggest problem most people have is it's too expensive. My parents lucked out. My dad had really good coverage that included braces, so they were able to afford it. My mom told me that my teeth cost more than the deck did.
Jesus.
Yeah. Then they had 2 decks, and I asked her if it was more money than the 2 decks put together, and she just nodded. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, apparently my teeth were very expensive. But they're healthy. I try to take the best care of them as I can. And every time I try to do something, like pull something to try to open something with my teeth, I hear my mom going, "God damn it, those cost too much to do that. Use a knife."
I feel that.
Apparently, Rando hasn't seen a dentist since he was 10.
That's almost identical to the situation I was in whenever I broke my tooth.
Yeah.
I hadn't been since I was around 8 or 10, and I was about 25 whenever it happened, so.
Be careful, Rando. You're about to break a tooth.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I've had some fillings and stuff in my teeth.
So, I don't mind having a crown, it's fine. It freaks me out because I'm hyper conscious of it. I know it exists. And it has come out once.
Ooh.
Well, I say once. So it came out once. I was literally chewing gum. But here's the thing. It was the day of. I was driving. And Patience and I were talking, and I mentioned, I don't know what we were talking about, but I had said, I was like, it's a horrible fear of mine that I'm just going to eat and this crown is going to come out of the socket. It freaks me out mentally. That exact day, I was chewing gum and it came out of the socket.
I think they were supposed to do that very easily.
Yeah, they're not supposed to. But it came out. So I'm like, okay, thankfully I didn't swallow it. I had it, put it in a container, brushed my teeth, brushed the area where it was to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Anyway, called them up, was like, hey, this happened. Like, okay, come in tomorrow. We have some openings around, 4 p.m. Like, okay, cool. So I get there, they get in, they shove it back in. It cost me $120. Because I don't have insurance anymore. So it cost me $120 to have it reseated. And then 2 days later, I'm eating and it pops out again.
What?
Yeah. So I called him, was like, hey, it came out again while I was eating breakfast. I can't pay you to put it back in. Can I still have it put? He's like, yeah, it's been less than a week. Just come back. Apparently the cement they used was faulty.
Oh shit.
So it just didn't seat at all. So they did it again, and thankfully it's still there.
That sounds like a freak accident.
No,
120 is not too bad, so.
No, but I don't want to keep paying $120 to have it put back in.
No,
For them to yell at me and be like, you haven't been in for a cleaning. I'm not aware of that fact. Thank you.
Yes, and they should be like, oh, he doesn't have coverage. Of course he hasn't been in for a cleaning.
Yeah, no, I tried to tell him that. Like, whenever because it's in his office, I start harassing. He's like, you haven't been in for a cleaning in 6 months. I'm aware of that. I don't have insurance, or I can't pay you. I don't have money. And they call me the next month and the next month. And I'm like, okay, listen, I cannot afford to come to your establishment and have you take the hook thingy to my teeth. Please stop calling me.
Unless you're going to do it for free,
Right.
We're not doing it. I would actually say that. Are you going to do it for free? Well, no. Well, I don't have coverage, so I don't know what you want from me. I brush my teeth. That's all I can do.
I brush, I floss most of them. I keep the floss away from the crown because it scares the hell out of me. But I keep my teeth as clean as I can. Brushing my teeth has become a routine before I start narrating, so.
No, that's a good idea, actually.
Well, because, yeah, brushing, it obviously keeps your mouth clean, makes you produce saliva, and it helps break up any mucus that's in your throat, which is really weird to think about, but it does.
See what she gets into the habit of doing that.
It helps a lot.
I love my dentist and the crew. Good people they are, and take pictures of my mouth all the time for insurance reasons.
I love the quotes around insurance reasons. That makes me so happy. King gets it. He's like, insurance reasons.
My aunt actually was a dental assistant or dental secretary. She worked in the dentist.
Mhm.
So when I was really, really young, I got 5 teeth pulled out one day. I cried so much, apparently. I can't remember this. I was very, very young. I apparently broke her heart that day. Because she had booked the appointment. She was there. She could literally hear her niece screaming and crying as they pulled these 5 teeth out of her mouth. I remember that day, but I don't remember crying. I remember I hated it and I didn't want them to do it.
So Rando doesn't go to the doctor and doesn't go to the dentist. How patriotic of you, my friend. But he brushes his teeth 3 times a day because he doesn't go to the dentist. It's a little excessive.
Actually, they tell you to brush your teeth after every meal.
You're actually not supposed to brush teeth after every meal because if you do it too much, you can actually wipe away the enamel.
Yes, you're supposed to wait 15 minutes.
I brush my teeth every morning.
I meant 15 minutes after you eat.
I know. I'm saying I brush my teeth every morning before I come down here to start narrating.
They also recommend an actual dental hygienist said to eat yogurt too. Actually, really helps your teeth. And drink water with fluoride in it.
Well, here in the States, you don't have much of a choice on that one.
Yeah, you do here.
You don't.
But yeah, no, they've apparently before they started doing, because there is fluoride in the water here too. My sister, the one just above me, has had almost no teeth problems, and that's about the generation where they started throwing fluoride into the water, and she drank nothing but tap water.
Mm-hmm.
And she has barely any teeth problems, so. I guess I would know if I went to the dentist.
Oh, Rando. No, just what I know is, yeah, it can damage the gums, like King said. It can also start wiping away the enamel.
Yeah, which is hard to replace.
Like, if you eat anything that has citric acid in it, and then you brush your teeth, you can actually destroy the enamel.
Yeah. Which is most pops.
Yes. Most pops, anything that's orange flavored or citric.
Yep.
Actually, most fruits, to be honest with you, like strawberries, have citric acid. I think. But anyway. So yeah.
Apparently, alternative night, I actually remember having a loose tooth when I was a kid that it wouldn't come out, so they got taken to the dentist to get it out, but the dentist tried to just yank it out and they made me cry in pain.
Sorry, that noise you heard was me shivering.
At them trying to yank out the tooth.
Ugh, yes, stop.
Dude, I've had so much Novocaine in my friggin' mouth at this point that it's just a usual thing for me now. Seriously. When I got my teeth pulled, like the wisdom teeth, the top ones, I was like, oh, this is I remember this feeling very well. Huh. My mouth's gonna feel big for the next little while. And I got the 2 top wisdom teeth pulled out without coverage, but we had coverage when I got we wouldn't have gotten the impact ones done without it.
Yeah.
The 2 top ones, one of them was falling apart, so we got that one pulled. That one cost like $200. My aunt actually told me I got overcharged, so we went to a different dentist, and the other dentist pulled the other one out for $120 because it came out like a regular tooth.
I love hearing about how it would have cost you $300 to get 2 teeth pulled, and to have one pulled for me it was almost $2,000.
Well, you didn't just get it pulled; you got a bunch of other stuff done too.
No, I know, but pulling it was the expensive parts were the tooth extraction and the creation of the crown.
Yes. Well, it depends. Like, were your teeth falling apart? Were they?
No, they were fine. I guess I must have eaten something because, like I said, the tooth next to it was damaged and had to be filled. So I don't know what the hell I ate.
Rocks.
Yeah, no, I frequently go out and just chew on rocks. It's a very, it's kind of a quaint habit. It gets you more connected with nature.
Helps else you
It,
can
it's
answer
like
them.
it's like drinking water from a stream. You know, it's so natural.
Yeah, because that's really safe too, eh? So I had to go back to the dentist again, but this time they numbed my mouth so that I would finally get it out. It didn't, and I didn't feel the pain. Yeah, no, you don't. The Novocaine makes it so you don't feel the pain. Yeah, I told my husband that if I got my bottom wisdom teeth out, I didn't want to be awake anymore because I actually like. Every time I go to a dentist, all I ever goes through my head is they're going to pull my teeth out. They're going to pull my teeth out. Funny part is, my brain's doing that and when I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled. It's like, yeah, that's why you're going to them. The adult part of my brain is, yeah, we want this, we're in pain. And the little kid in me is like, no, we don't want this anymore.
Don't do it. Well,
No,
that's
no.
what they're here for.
Because they were digging into my cheeks and they were causing me pain when I talked and eat. And I've had them pulled out way before I ever started YouTube, so.
Right.
Oh boy. Teeth
So-
release are fun.
I'm going to be the worst guest possible.
Uh-oh.
I need to run to the restroom.
Oh, go ahead. No, I've done that.
I am
I've done that in my own streams. Like, I need you to entertain these people. I have to use the washroom. So go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I will be right back. Entertain your own guest for a minute.
Oh no, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to entertain you guys. What do you guys want to talk about? Is the music good? Because I can't hear it. Apparently this has become dentist talking and getting teeth pulled. Ugh. I do not miss those days. Not one bit. And yes, Rando, you have to elaborate on how a doctor almost killed your brother. This is fair. If someone didn't go to the washroom, it wouldn't be a stream. I'm just surprised it's not me this time. Sing a song for you. I will not sing you a song, but I will read you a song. Why don't you guys give me a song to read? And I will read it. I always forget how much of a delay there is. Oh my god, no, I'm not gonna read that song. There once was a man from Nantucket. Actually, I got one and it's just for Rando specifically, because I don't know, it came to my mind. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind, and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across a young man swaying, sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up and... Wow, I've never actually read this before. The devil jumped up with a hickory stomp? Wow, okay. And said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddler player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I'll bet the fiddle of gold against your soul, 'cause I think I'm better than you." Wow, I did not know those lyrics were in there.
Okay.
I started reading The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
I noticed.
I was just like, I was just, they wanted me to sing a song, and I'm not singing a song. So,
Fair.
so apparently when little Ski was in high school, he was on an antibiotic, and one night he broke out into hives because his body started to shut down. The doctor who took care of him thought it was allergic reaction, I'm guessing.
Yeah, an allergic reaction to something and gave him an antibiotic that almost killed him. I don't know why they would give him an antibiotic.
Maybe they thought there was an infection.
Maybe. Well, I understand that. I mean, in that same vein, there's almost no way the doctor could have known he was allergic to the antibiotic.
No, Bill had an allergic reaction to naproxen. No, not naproxen. It's another antibiotic. It's, but he's only had.
Naproxen's not an antibiotic.
Hmm?
Naproxen's not an antibiotic. It's
No,
anti-pain.
It's like, I'm trying to remember the other one. It's.
What do you think of the
I can't remember.
Neosporin?
Maybe. He only had one reaction one time, and he's never had one since. So, and it was a certain antibiotic, and it was a certain subset of that antibiotic on top of it. So.
All right, that's interesting. No, medication allergies are actually kind of horrifying.
They are, and there's no way for them to know. So that's why they asked you if you're allergic to anything. So, yeah. So the verse 42 read isn't actually sung; it's actually spoken really fast. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I tried. Okay. I had never actually looked at the lyrics before, and I was like, oh, huh.
I'm gonna say something controversial. Nickelback did a good cover of that song.
They did an alright one. Someone else did a cover about the same time, and they did it better than they did. Because
That's
the
fair.
guitar on it was way better.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Baby Ski, it was the Big Ski, by the way.
It was Big Ski. Okay.
Joe. Yeah.
Joe, not John. Sorry.
You good? You good?
Look, we only know about Baby Ski. We don't know about the other skis.
Right, I only know Baby Ski, Middle Ski. That's you. That's you, Rando.
Look at this photograph.
Yeah. Anyways, no, I don't like Nickelback's. There's a very good portion of Nickelback's discography that I do not like. I like their first album.
They were making music to get popular and make money. That's what they were doing.
Yes, there are 7 of us. Jesus Christ, Rando.
Yeah, he's got a big family.
You don't say.
There's 4 for my family, and that's still a lot to me, so.
There's 1 with my last name and 2 with a different last name.
0 with my last name. Just me.
Well,
my mom
okay.
got remarried 3 times, so.
I mean,
I'm the only one with my dad's last name, so.
I'm the only one with my dad's last name. That's what I mean. My 2 sisters both had maiden name, their father's name, and they have a different father than me. So.
Yeah, my mom got remarried. My mom got married, had 1 daughter. Then she got remarried, had 2 daughters, and then she got remarried and had 1 daughter. She was really hoping for a boy. She got a tomboy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she got pretty close.
I mean, can't always get what you want.
No, it's okay. She had to raise my nephew, so she got her boy in the end. She was really happy she had all girls.
All right, that works then.
Yeah. Yeah, there was 4 of us all together. We're all actually. I actually thought about it. We're actually all of her daughters turned out to be tomboys. None of us are girly girls in any way, shape, or form.
Of course.
God,
That's Yeah,
7
it's
kids.
actually kind of funny. Yeah, no, seven's a little too many. A little too many. He says, realizing his oldest sister has 5.
But it's starting to get too many, yes.
Starting? Her youngest is under a year, and her oldest is 14.
Yeah,
That's
the eldest
too much of
is
a range.
17 years older than me.
No, that's too much of a range. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my mom had 3 marriages between, 2 other marriages between that.
My oldest nephew will be graduating high school whenever my niece starts school.
Yeah,
No.
wasn't, my sister had graduated high school by the time I was born.
That's too much. It's me, I'm 30. My sister, that's the middle sister, is, I think, 32? And then Bree, my oldest sister, is 34. I think there's 2 years between us. 2 year kind of thing.
Ah, so I'm the same age as your sister. One of your sisters.
My oldest sister, yeah.
Yeah, the eldest sister is 17 years older than me. I believe it's 17. 17. I believe it's 17 because I always thought that she actually could be my mother.
Almost. I mean,
Yep.
technically, yeah.
Yep. And then it's the one that passed away was 11 years older than me, and then the one closest to me is 8. I didn't have sisters growing up.
I mean, mathematically, Patience is 29, so she'll be 30 next year, and her mom will be 46, I think.
So she had her at 16.
16. Yeah, she was young. 16, 17.
Yeah, my mom had the eldest at 17. So
Oldest is 33, youngest is 18. That is too much of a range.
no, that's pretty close together. That's one baby after another almost. Wow.
Well, I guess, yeah, with 7 kids.
Yep, that's not a big range.
No, with 7 kids, it's really not, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, Hunter, our youngest child, just turned 2. Maybe we should have another child. No. I don't want any children. I'm good, thank you.
I want another child. This one's 3.
Well,
To be
little
fair,
different.
I'm talking about my dog.
I know.
She is my dog. She's my baby.
2 biological sisters, 2 adopted sisters from China, and 1 adopted brother from China. Wow.
That is a lot of kids.
And that is 6 total, including Arakvi. Yeah.
That's too many. My husband is from 3. He has 1 brother and 1 sister, both from they're from one dad, and he's from a different dad.
Okay.
So, they're only the oldest is 8 years older than him, and the second one's 4. So, he doesn't have a huge range.
Yeah.
Look, I know for a fact the range on my sisters and me are pretty like extreme. Like this is not normal for only 4 daughters.
No, excessive is the best way to say that. That's too much of a range. I'm sorry.
Well, she had the 2 middle pretty close to each other. Like they were only 3 years apart, and they were from the same husband. And then she divorced his sorry butt, and then she didn't. She waited like she met my dad quite soon, but they didn't get married until like 5 or 6 years into the time when they were together, and I was conceived on the wedding night. So.
Oh.
I'm a wedding night.
Nothing like knowing the night.
Yeah, my mom flat out says that she's never had problems conceiving children.
Okay. This conversation's going too far at this point. I don't need to think
That's
about.
not that much information about it. You've never seen my mother.
No, that's fine.
She's a very.
I understand what you're. I understand what you're saying. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't want to think about whatever night I was. Yeah.
Most people do not know the exact night that they were conceived. My mom flat out looked the doctor in the eye and went, "I know exactly what night. Don't test me." And the math counts because their wedding anniversary is I'm in April and their wedding anniversary is July.
Yeah, mathematically that works.
Yeah. 33, 32, 30, 28, 25, 24, 18. Yeah, that's
Powerball numbers?
That's his siblings.
I know.
That is actually quite close to each other.
When someone first gets a baby, they're excited. Second and third child comes out, people are still excited. Fourth child, people are somewhat excited. Fifth and more, people are like, please stop. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the first child, it was like, yeah! Second child's like, eh. Third child's like, eh. Fourth is just like,
Fourth is like, oh, we're doing this again? Fifth is like, are you serious?
Seriously,
Have you
stop.
seen this economy? Gonna win the lotto with those numbers? I don't think you're gonna. They're a little close together.
Well, you can try, King. Who knows? Though, I think that's too many numbers. No, it might not be.
I thought it was 5 in the Powerball.
I don't know, because Canada's lotto is a little different, right?
I don't know. I don't play the American lotto.
I think it's 5 numbers. But I can't remember anymore. I just get a random thing like big, and it's only like once in a blue moon where I'll play. Mainly because the place I work now doesn't sell it. If my place that I worked sold it, I would play it more.
Gotcha.
I'm lazy.
Pick 7 is a game in Ontario, according to him.
Ah. You guys with your weird Ontario thing. Ski siblings are the magic numbers. Yeah,
Alright.
In Canada, not every province, so BC has their own lotto, and then there's the Western Lotto, which is actually Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, and then Ontario has its own, Quebec has its own. And I don't know. I think the rest of the province are a part of one.
Nice. Yeah, here we have the state lottery and the federal lottery, and that's it.
There's the max is all over the provinces, but it's just different. People take care of it. I had to know all this because I actually sold lottery tickets for a while.
Nice.
Taurus. Yeah, you would be a Taurus actually, now that I think about it, because you're...
I very much am a Taurus.
Me and Patience are both in Aries.
Yes.
Rando's apparently in Aries.
And I am a Taurus.
So is Bard. Bard's in Aries as well. Yeah, my sister, the one closest to me, is a Taurus as well. She's a May baby. Rando, what month are you born in? I think I've asked this before.
I think my oldest sister's a Taurus too, but she was born in May. She's like at the end of the May, or at the end of the Taurus thing.
She would be right at the end because it cuts off on the 21st.
Yeah, zodiac signs and dates. Google, give me the answer.
Apparently, King is a Leo. Roar.
Yep.
Apparently, Rando's birthday is April the 2nd. At least it's not April 1st.
Yeah.
So it goes Rando, then Bard, then Patience, I think. Where's Patient after?
13th.
Yeah, so Patience, and then me.
And then me.
You. And then you.
Jeez.
Well,
yeah, my oldest sister is a... Sorry.
I was going to say, but you're a Taurus, not Aries.
Yeah. My oldest sister is a Taurus. She was born May 14th, and my middle sister, who's older than me, younger than her, was born March 11th, so she is a Pisces.
Yeah, she's Pisces. Apparently Rando. Yeah, there's a bunch of God of War here. Bunch of Aries.
King
Okay.
turned 39 a few days ago.
I feel old. Yeah, you're the cusp of the next decade, dude. Jeez.
I'm surprised to hear he's 39. It just doesn't feel right.
No, I know King. I keep thinking he's younger than that, but yeah, he's a lot older than we think. Then again, there's a few people I've been talking to where I thought they were older than they were, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're a teenager."
Right.
Like Rando, I don't think is 25. I think he's always a little bit older than that. But... Like Ghosting.
Oh yeah, no, Ghosty Boy, he's
18?
19.
18, 19. Yeah, he's a teenager.
Yeah.
He's like,
I know.
it's weird. You're weird.
I am well aware of how old he is. Trust me.
I am a mermaid goat.
Mermaid goat.
Mermaid goat. He's a Capricorn.
Sea goat.
I think he said he was. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Capricorn.
So is my mom. Yeah, no, King, you don't.
Yeah, you don't act like a well-adjusted adult. Don't worry, none of us do. I keep trying to get someone to take my adult card back. They said, nah.
Right?
My favorite joke at work is I need a different adult because this one is not working anymore.
That's good.
I've made a few laugh pretty hard.
That's good.
Yeah, I try to make people laugh at work. I mean, a lot of people don't really want to be there. Most people don't want to go to work.
Right.
Might as well make it fun and just make people laugh.
Well, I mean, most people don't want to work in a retail environment. I get that.
God, no. Customers, a lot of customers treat you like garbage.
Yeah.
You can tell that they've either never worked retail or their parents didn't teach them how to treat normal, everyday people.
Right. No, yeah, I've worked too much retail. I always treat them with respect unless they're rude to me.
Yeah. I have a very, I'm very, very understanding. Like, I know people make mistakes, I understand all that jazz, but there's a certain point where it's just like, oh my god, no, you just don't know how to do your job, and you should.
Well, and it's not always just that it's in my opinion, it's not always if it's obvious they don't know how to do their job, there's a little more leeway in my mind, but if you're looking at someone and their name tag says something like 3 years, blah blah blah, and they screw everything up, it's like, how have you managed 3 years?
Yeah. Well, there's
like, I am totally accepting of people making mistakes. I understand. I suck at life. So, but
it's more at my work. There's a few cashiers that I know that are just like, you really couldn't care less about this job, and it shows. And I just really want to purchase my stuff and leave. I don't care that your shift's almost over. I came here first. And it's like, really, if you're fast, I know what I'm doing, you know what you're doing, just do it.
Yeah. Fun fact, bodybuilders don't hit their prime until they're 35, and their prime ends at 40. So boom, 39 equals prime. That's a really short prime. King's gotta work, gotta stay busy, gotta make the money. I feel that.
Well, have fun, King. Don't work too hard. If they tell you to work hard, tell them that 42 says you don't have to.
Yeah. Raven says the same thing.
I will drive all the way to Toronto and get lost. And stare at the really big buildings.
If anyone tells you have to work hard, you tell them Raven said you don't and he has more subscribers than them.
This is fair.
I don't know if I will. This person could be, Mr. Nightmare for all I know. But
yes.
The point is, you tell them that I do.
And you have more subscribers, so therefore you get more say.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be so weird to be like, walking into work, I have more subscribers than you. I can do what I want. Walking my boss, I have more subscribers than you. I'm now the boss.
Right. Just kick him out of the office. Like, what is she doing? I don't know. She walked in yelling about her subscriber count and said she had more and she took over? I don't know.
I have 0. Well, that's your fault.
I don't have a channel. What? Wait, she has a channel?
Yeah, I definitely do not hide that at work at all.
Okay, well, never mind then.
No, if I were, like, I had a mask, which I'm waiting for the new one to come in, that had my name on it, and then I have my coffee mug that has 242 reads on it.
And that's right.
I don't care. If they say anything, I don't do it while I'm working, so they can shove off.
Yeah, I have a Raven mask, I just don't have anything like. Well, okay. I have a Raven mask. I have a Raven shirt. I guess I have the Raven shoes because I liked the shoes whenever they made them. Uh, so
That's fair. No, my rule of thumb is make merch that you want to buy.
oh, trust me, I want to buy my merch.
I know. You're just saying they're like, I want to buy this. I don't have the
Yes.
money, but I want to buy this.
Yes. Nothing like buying a shirt and then being like, "Oh, you made $5." Oh, because I paid myself. Okay.
Yeah. With Teespring, you pay cost. That's
Yeah,
it.
no, so T-Chip used to have something like that, but I think they got rid of it.
For some reason.
I think people were abusing it because T-Chip is significantly cheaper than most places.
Yeah.
So people were buying the items at cost, and it was like $6. And I think they had a major issue where people were buying them at cost in bulk, and then reselling them.
Mm.
So, it was hurting their bottom line, which I totally understand that if that's what was happening.
Yeah, but you would think that because they have to give you, like, with Teespring, it's literally that you pay what it is without the commission. So that's it. So they still make their money. So they don't care if you pay for it at cost because there's still a markup on it. They're still paying their employees and stuff.
Right, but that was the thing is I don't think T-Chip was doing any sort of markup. I think they were just they were selling it to you for what because it was supposed to be for sampling.
Yeah.
And I think people were taking advantage of that, and they were losing money because, they did like stacked shipping, so they'd have to ship 20 shirts for the same price.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, I think they were just losing money on it. It sucks that people take advantage of crap like.
Yeah, they should have just like whatever it costs to make them, charge you that, and then yeah.
Right. Well, I think since it was for sampling, I think they were just doing like the cost of the shirt minus the screen printing. It was literally just like however much they paid for the shirt.
Oh, yeah. No.
Because it was supposed to be people like ordering one item to get you to buy more kind of thing, or get people to advertise it.
Yeah, so you can show it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they should have limited it to one. One of
Right.
every size or one. Right.
There was one print shop, I think it was Printful, that I looked at for a while for other stuff before Raven existed. And they would do the same thing, where you could get like heavily discounted pretty much at cost, and you could only do 2 items a month.
Yeah, and that that gets you so you can buy your merch, look at it, make sure you like it, and go, okay, it's actually going to go live now, right? Because I've gotten the cup, and there's a couple things I had too far over, so I moved her so she's fixed. And with the cup, I fixed it last time because I didn't like how small. So yeah, no, it completely, like, you can physically look at it and go, okay, I don't like this, but I do like this part of it, so you can fix it. So
Right.
you know that your product's what people want.
Right. Yeah. They used to do samples. I know they don't anymore though. T-Chip. So, but it's fine. My shirts or my merch is fairly cheap anyway.
Yeah, it is.
That was not an advertisement, by the way. That was just a statement.
Yes. Apparently King is on call, which
Oof.
sucks. I hate when you're on call. That's when the muscles in the human body is the most mature, so you have a short prime, but you look great. Well, great in the bodybuilding standards. Yeah. I don't want to get into that.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm not into overly muscly men.
Me neither.
My dad, my husband has a big belly.
I mean, that's my thing is I would just kind of like to lose the weight that I've gained.
He's since moving to Canada, actually, he lost quite a bit of weight. But that's because we stopped eating out as much.
Oh, excuse me, I don't live in the land of the dreams, okay?
You do live in the land of the dreams.
It's a freaking nightmare.
Yeah, it's still a dream.
Because everyone's asleep, that's the problem.
Yeah, he used to have Taco Bell like every single night
Okay,
when he lived in the States.
Taco Bell's good though.
Yeah, no, it's really good in the States, not so good in Canada.
And nothing that good could be bad for you, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I love bodybuilding. I watch every show and I watch the Olympics every year. Move to the
That makes
land of the
sense.
dreams. King is still here.
The land of the dreams. I love maple syrup, so maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we have maple syrup, we have poutine, lots of water. Like,
Ooh, I like water. Oh wait, no, I'm terrified of water. What am I saying?
tons and tons of fresh water to drink.
Nice. Just outside in the yard, or
Yes.
um.
We have a lot of the world's natural like fresh water is in Canada actually.
Right.
So, and Great Lakes, if you go far enough east, I've never seen them. I used to live in Lake Country. There's a lot of little lakes around there. I now live more south than that. I don't live in Lake Country anymore.
Yeah. Great Lakes was show me the snow pie, and also good morning, fearsome.
Oh yes, a snow pie. Great.
So, Patience and I were actually talking about the future and where we were going to live and how things are going to go for that. Okay, I have to go for the next hour. I'll only be on one floor. I'll be the only one on the floor at work. Love you guys. May the force be with you. Rando, you have a great day, man. Don't work too hard if you can get away with it.
Yes. Try to stay out of the heat.
But so like we were talking about where we wanted to move next, and it was kind of a rough conversation because the city we live in, the Olathe area, which is a suburb of Kansas City, it's a really nice city. It's not bad. You get a little extra people here. You know what I mean? People who are like, oh, I live in the Johnson County. I'm better than everyone. But for the most part, it's a fairly comfortable spot. You just enjoy where you are. But we were looking at like the place we used to live. Mm-hmm. Okay, was a duplex that was not the best quality and whatever. We were looking at the property, and they now want $2,000.
$2,000 a month?
Yeah. And that's for a duplex, and the duplex is about the same size as our current one. And then we started looking at like the townhomes that they have, and they wanted like $1,500, which is smaller than where we live now. There's an apartment complex we looked at that they built a little further to the northeast, I think. Not even in a good area, and a one bedroom, which was like 700 square foot, was over $1,000.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's like we live in a duplex that is decent size. And our rent is technically $960 a month, I think. It's a little high, it's a little pricey, but the area is nice. The duplex overall is decent. The rental company sucks ass, but you know, but they haven't upped the rent on us in 5 years. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like we live here, and that's kind of a nice deal we have with them, kind of. But just like the situation is, if we move, I don't know where the hell we're gonna, because none of the areas around here anywhere near the price range we currently pay. Like rent in this area is skyrocketing. It's like the Royals won the World Series a couple years back, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and now everyone thinks this is a luxury city.
Yeah, but they'll lose next year.
They lost last year, but that's what I'm saying. It seems like we started having. I know it's stupid, but it sounds like we started having winning sports teams for 2 years, and they started building these luxury apartments all over the suburb area, and now rent is
stupid.
Yeah, and that's the thing is every single area, every single one of these places they're labeled as luxury apartments. It's like no, you're a 1-bedroom apartment in an apartment complex. You're not freaking luxury.
No. Ugh.
Like the place we used to live, Barrington, like their stuff is all marked as luxury now, and it's like, really? You guys are not luxury.
Well, they're doing it to get the money. That's exactly
yeah.
It. It's just, hey, look, we're luxury, and you look at going, no, you are run down piece of garbage.
Right. Well, the place we used to live, Barrington, they were really bad about um, basically taping a piece of paper to your door in the middle of the day that said, "Hey, we're going to be coming into your apartment in 2 hours to do something."
I don't know
It's
if
like, well, the state of Kansas requires 24-hour notice,
mm,
but okay.
even some of the studios were charging over. Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
Ugh.
and that's what I'm saying. Is like we're she's on lunch now, so she started talking. We're in a weird situation where it's like where we move is really up in the air.
If you're moving.
Right. Well, we're gonna have to eventually. That's the thing.
Yeah, fair enough. See if you can write it out. They'll crash. There'll be no one to afford what they're asking for rent.
Hmm. When the Raptors won, it was packed in Toronto for months, and then everyone fucked off eventually. I'm kind of hoping people do that here in the Johnson County area.
They will. It's just yeah. I know the rent in the States is ridiculous. I'm paying $1,400 for the house I live
Right.
in, and yeah.
Well, I mean, so we, like I said, we pay it's like 1,040 with the pets on there because you have to pay extra because you have cats.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not stupid because like the place, like I said, Barrington, where we used to live, again, we were paying I think 1,100 for the duplex, and the reason we moved is because whenever it came time to re-sign the lease, they called us and were like, "Hey, your rent's going up to 1,380."
Oh.
It's like we're leaving.
Do you guys not have in that province a max rent increase?
You mean state?
Yeah. Sorry.
Excuse me. I live in America. No, like, well, I don't know if there is or not. I think it's whatever's like defined in the lease for the most part. But if they don't define it, there's no.
Yeah, in Canada or in BC there is. In Alberta there isn't.
The Kansas max rent increase limit.
In Canada it's 5%, or BC is about 5% or something.
Kansas law does not limit how much your rent can be raised or how often.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's only once a year in Canada.
Because a rent raise is similar to an eviction, there is one rule. If you have a month-to-month lease, your landlord must inform you in writing of 30 days before rent date when it's supposed to go into effect. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're a month to month. They're only allowed to, if we were doing year to year, when we first moved here, of course, once you sign a lease, they can't up your rent until the lease is up. But
can't that's same. That's literally the only thing in Kansas. If you're on a lease, they can't raise it until the end of the lease.
yeah, but in BC, between leases, they're only allowed to up it by 5%. In Alberta, they can do whatever they want. So it's one of the things I don't like about Alberta. We have really good landlords, so I'm not complaining. I'm not worried about them. So if they did, we just stare at them and go, we'll go find a new place. Like, good luck. We know how hard we know that you're losing money while we're renting here, but at least you're making something.
So the only other thing Kansas has is it is illegal for a landlord to increase rent on a tenant in retaliation for exercising your. So if they try to up the rent, they can't do it for like maintenance reasons. Which I say that, but I have a feeling they're going to up the rent because they had to replace the AC.
Probably. But they'll tell you it's for other reasons.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Property value hasn't changed, my dude, and you've owned this place since, like, the 90s.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's downsides to things.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a month to month, or are you...
No, we're on a year lease. We were on a 2-year lease for the first 4 years. And then we just signed a 1-year lease this time, because I was like, we should probably think about looking at other places, but now part of me is like, hey, let's get them to do a 2-year lease in May. We'll live here for 2 more years and then consider leaving. Because the other part is you gotta save up money, and that's the hard part. Like, oh, well, you need 2 months rent, and rent is $2,000, and I'm not moving somewhere with rent's $2,000, but you get my point.
And where we live, the province we live is, 1 month, and then your damage deposit, which is another month's worth of rent.
See, there's no limits here. It's just whatever they want to charge.
Yeah, no, it's
So
it's BC it's half for damage deposit. Alberta it's a full month's rent. So
here it's whatever the property wants to charge. Typically, it's 2 months rent plus deposit, and you have to make at least 3.5x rent per month.
In Florida, it's 3 months rent.
That's freaking insane.
Yeah, so it's
Or
first,
it's 2.5 here in Kansas. Sorry, not right now.
First, last, and damage deposit.
Yep, that's insane. That's what I'm saying. So like in some places have application fees too. So it's like $200 for the application fee, $2,000 for 2 months worth of rent, plus a $500 deposit for the blah blah. It's like so $3,000 to move into my apartment. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I owe you rent on the first of the month. Okay, cool.
No, because they take the first month's rent is what you pay. That you already paid for it.
No, I meant the first of the next month.
Yes.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so if you move in, the 15th, you're only getting 2 weeks worth of the first month rent.
No, then they only can charge you half here.
That's
Because you're not there for a whole month.
Right, so
Yeah.
some places will prorate you here, like our last place did, but actually this place did too. But they don't have to.
No, if you're only there for if you move in on the 15th, you're only there for half a month. So if rent was $1,000, you're paying only $500.
Right.
So yeah, I've always been very, very lucky. So
Oh, we have to.
apparently the benefit of being disabled, my apartment would be $700, but I only pay $174, and my damage was $580.
Not bad though.
No, it's not.
Like I would kill to only pay $700 to live here.
Look, I'm happy that my house has insulation. Mine's pretty low.
Yeah.
Oh, the fact that we have a backyard
Yeah.
for a doggo. So, yeah, no, the last house we lived in had no insulation, did not have central heating, had baseboard, and the backyard was nothing. So, I'm happy. And we're paying actually $50 less a month.
Nice.
But I had to drive 7 hours to get here. Because we moved cities.
Fair.
Any place in that town where you could find a person who would take a dog? Because most places wouldn't let you take a dog, and if they did, it was a small dog.
Mm-hmm.
$2,000 minimum.
Jesus Christ, no.
Yeah. Oh, and then you also had to pay extra for damage deposit because you had a dog, and your rent went up by, I think, an extra $100. So 21. So we love that province because it seems like mostly, at least in the lower half of BC, is not pet friendly.
So stupid.
I was looking in the lower mainland around the Vancouver area. As soon as I added dog, I found 2 places. 2.
So like I'll straight say it. Most of the time, dogs will cause less damage than children, and yet people with children don't pay extra.
I know, exactly. Yeah, Lulu, especially our dog, like the worst thing she does is she poops and pees in the back.
Right. I'm sorry. I've known too many kids to literally put holes in freaking walls.
Yeah, exactly. No, she's like super like good. We're very lucky to have her, and then when we were looking at Calgary, I maybe lost 2 places that wouldn't let us have a dog.
Mm-hmm.
So it was night and day. We're sitting here going, Lower Mainland, 2 apartments. Calgary, maybe lost 2 apartments. I think I know where I'm moving to now.
Right. Made it a little easier on you.
Yeah, we were also looking at the Edmonton area, but there has been, I don't know if it's happening still, but people were throwing poison over people's fences to kill people's dogs.
Yeah, I believe that.
So
People are
fucking messed up.
Yeah, people are garbage.
Yeah, So
That's why I don't like people.
we didn't move there. Actually, Edmonton has one of the weirdest killings on record.
All right.
This guy went onto a dating site. I think it was one of them. I can't remember which one it was. To meet up with this girl, and she told him to go into this back alley and go through this garage, and she'll be just around the outside. Well, in the garage was the actual guy he was talking to, who was trying to murder him. This was his second victim he was trying to get. He got out. The reason why no one called the cops is because he told his neighbors he was shooting a horror movie in his
I saw that. I know about this. I know all about this actually.
Yep, that
it was on Bizarre Murders.
Yep, that was in Edmonton.
Because the Bizarre Murders, the guy had a hockey mask and a machete.
Yep.
It's funny.
Oh yeah, no, and he did kill one of the guys. He did get one of his victims, but the second one got away. And no one reported anything because he said, "Oh yeah, I'm just shooting a horror movie." Okay.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
Actually, yeah, I didn't realize that was there. That's what. No, I know all about that case because, like I said, Bizarre Murders had an episode on it.
Yep. 42 can tell you a lot about her own country and some of her murders.
I mean, I live in Kansas, which the only murder we had was BTK. So.
Fair. You did have BTK there.
Yeah.
Idiot. How he got caught? It's just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they're not going to tell you the truth. They want to catch you.
Yep.
Yeah, he basically was dressed up like Jason. It was, yeah, I don't remember everything, but I remember him, he used a dating site to get them, and the second one got away.
But his whole thing came from an obsession with Dexter.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Which doesn't make any sense, because Dexter didn't kill people indiscriminately.
No, he didn't. He killed bad people.
He killed murderers. That was his whole thing.
Yeah. The whole idea was he was going to kill no matter what. It's just he just focused it to do some good. He has killed some people that were good people though. But that was
right. No, I know
himself.
that. Like Dokes, I know. But
yeah.
it was just funny that. Yeah, because he made the kill room and it was all covered in plastic, and they found it because he didn't clean up very.
Yeah. Or no, he was saying up a kill room. And he had tracked him because because the detective was onto him. He had a bad feeling about him the whole time.
Well, right. No, I meant the actual guy that did the killing.
Oh yeah.
That was obsessed with Dexter. He made his kill room, but he sucked at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then what was it? He kept his shoes in the locker that he had there that were covered in blood.
Yep. But don't worry, he's just shooting a horror movie. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah, BTK. Yeah, send us a floppy disk with a friggin' map on it. Yep, we totally can't track that. He was so upset with them. Like, of course they're going to lie to you because they want to put you in jail where you belong, you piece of garbage.
Right.
You're killing people.
You're kind of the bad guy.
Yeah. Kind of.
Last area we lived in Topeka was Shawnee. Is there a Shawnee, Kansas near Topeka as well? Because there's a Shawnee, Kansas near me.
I don't know.
Well, I know Topeka's in Shawnee County. After I lived near BTK, we switched management. Sorry, I just... Sam and Dean killing all those monsters in Kansas too. Yeah, Kansas was a little more exciting, I guess, with them around.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a secret. It was all shot in the Vancouver area. They never went to Kansas.
That's pretty obvious if you've ever watched the show, because nothing they ever did looked like Kansas.
Only to you. To me, I was going home. I was happy. Whenever
I'm like, that's not Kansas.
I sit down, I'm like, I'm going home. They shot everything in the Vancouver area. Oh, look, they're Squamish. They have one that's blatantly obvious Squamish. They actually showed the chieftain.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a famous, really bad hotel, but it's a famous hotel there.
Gotcha.
It's got a chieftain on the side.
That would probably be okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah.
But also the when you drive from Vancouver into Squamish, the mountain is called the Chief because it's actually got a face of a chief on it. Naturally occurring. No one did it. It just kind of, if you know how to look at it, it looks like a chief on it. So that's how it's got its name. So that's why it's called the Chieftain, is because of the mountain. So.
Right.
So yeah, no, that's been around since like the 1800s, I think. Like it's been around for a very long time. But it's not very well taken care of.
Mhm.
I laughed when they were hunting a Wendigo in the Stanley Park. I know, it was making me laugh so hard when I was like, oh, that's Stanley Park. That's where I almost died. Legit.
Was it to a Wendigo?
No, it was to a cliff. I almost went off a cliff on a bike. Luckily, I hit the tree instead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a sheer drop, and I would have gone to the rocks below and died. The chances of me surviving it were almost nothing. We somehow stopped bike riding after that. Couldn't tell you why.
No idea.
It's not my fault they gave me the wrong kind of bike. It had pedals where you backed backwards to make it stop, not the handlebar ones. Those brakes are terrible. They are not.
Yeah, no, pedal brakes are trash.
Yeah, but I mean, I was 8 at the time.
Fair.
Yeah, I was little. It was my princess bike. It was bright pink, and I love that bike. And then for some reason, my parents never wanted to go bike riding again. Yes, for you, yeah, you would totally be able to tell it's not Kansas. Me, well, they mostly stayed in, like, a lot of the stuff that they were in was, like, the Seattle area, Washington, and all that, where they could get away with it more easily because BC, Vancouver, is just above Washington, so it looks very similar.
Right.
Yeah, so it's funny. But yeah, some of it's just like, oh, I know what street they're on. Oh, I know where they are. The worst part is I wasn't into Supernatural when they shot in Squamish, so if I had been into the show at that time, I probably would have been like at the watching them shoot it.
Right.
I could have met Sam and Dean, but I got into them too late. Which they both live in Vancouver anyways.
Sorry, I was looking at the distance to the high school that she was talking about. Here's some. So, you lived in Shawnee Heights. Shawnee Heights is different from Shawnee. Shawnee is by me. But that, to be honest, that's interesting you live there, because that's literally an hour to the west of me. So, that's interesting.
You were at Stanley Park during that storm, King? Jesus. I calmly walked out of the park and watched the huge tree topple. Yeah. We had this really, like, in 2010, 2011, really, really, really bad windstorm hit the Vancouver area, and a ton of the really big, nice trees in Stanley Park toppled over or went into the ocean or went down the cliffs. So Stanley Park doesn't look the same anymore from when I grew up now because a lot of those trees are gone.
Right.
So apparently she was 10. She barely remembers the details.
I'm sorry.
Oh. She's getting that scratches from Dad.
Of course.
She's a happy dog. Yeah, my mom, I used to go to school in the Vancouver area, so we'd go through Stanley Park every once in a while, driving. Really pretty.
Yeah, I've obviously never been.
It's one of the places where if people are going to Vancouver, I tell them to go to Stanley Park for sure. It is a very, very pretty and not for you though. Do not go to Stanley Park for you. You'll
Okay.
hate it. Just if you do, don't go on the ski with the wall. You won't enjoy yourself.
Okay. I love that it was. It's something I tell everyone that goes to it. Don't do it. Okay.
No, don't do it because I know what you're afraid of, and you will not be happy.
Yeah. No, I mean probably not. I get that.
Actually, just stay away from the Vancouver area.
All right. Do not go to Vancouver. Gotcha.
Come to Calgary. We don't have that problem here.
There's no water in Calgary.
There is, but there isn't that water.
I thought you literally said there was water in your front yard. What are you talking about? You're so confusing.
Yeah, it's a pond. It's a little itty bitty pond when it rains.
It's fresh water in the yard.
Yeah.
Just so comfortable. Just...
I had to hunt down family members and stay for a few months. They kept going back. I guess to Stanley Park.
He loves that place.
Also, do not go there at night. Do not go to Stanley Park at night. It is not safe.
Okay. Noted. I won't be going to Vancouver anyways. You told me not to.
Fair enough. Or do not go to the Okanagan Valley either.
Okay.
There's a lot of places I can tell you not to go to.
I mean, if we want to go that route, you should probably stay away from downtown Kansas City, Missouri in the middle of the night. Stay out of Westport. Stay out of... Don't make eye contact. Roland Park's not the best place.
Actually, most places you just, unless you know the area, don't go out there at night.
Right. My recommendation: just stay in the Johnson County area, Olathe, Overland Park, Lenexa, Shawnee, Southern Johnson County. What's Northern Johnson County?
75th.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
Me living in Australia, Stanley Park? Question mark.
Me living in America, Stanley Park? Question mark. Lawrence is. It can be sketchy. If you go on a Friday night, it's a nice place, but I wouldn't stay out there too late. Lawrence is a college town.
Oh.
And it's kind of a college party town, but it can kind of get.
Stay in Toronto,
it can get a little extra.
But stay away from Hamilton, Ontario.
Okay.
I didn't know there was a place called Hamilton.
I didn't either.
I've never been to Ontario my whole life. Except for the Toronto airport. It's big. But not as big as Los Angeles airport. Oh, fuck that place.
Oh, LADC?
Oh god, hate it.
I don't think I flew into LADC.
I did one time, had to get out of the airport, go onto a bus for them to circle so I can get to the actual place I needed to go to. And then it took us 2 hours to get to take off. I won't go back to LAX.
LAX, that's what I meant. Yeah. I think I flew into... I don't know where I flew into, because I don't think there's an airport in San Fran.
There should be. I guarantee
I
there's
didn't
one.
have... Whenever I went to California, I didn't have a layover. Straight. Did it have an airport? Oh yeah, SFIA International Airport did. Never mind. I guess I did fly into San Fran. Didn't even realize it.
Yeah. Yeah, our airport is Calgary International Airport, YYC.
Ours is the Kansas City International Airport, and it's down in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yes, but what is its what is its airport number or its airport letters?
ACIA, I think. I don't know.
They're weird.
MCI.
I think all of Canada's Y. Cause
Yeah, the IATA code is MCI and the ICAO code is KMCI.
Yeah, Vancouver is YVR. I'm wrong, though, I think. Hold on.
You want to know why it's such a very busy airport?
Why is that?
Give me a second, I'll show you. That's why.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's dead center of everything.
I see that.
So it is the most, it's, to the best of my knowledge, it's basically the most central airport in this country.
Vancouver is one of the busiest, actually, because we get a bunch of the stuff.
Right. But that's what I mean, like, if you're laying over, you're either going to lay over here, most likely.
I've never been to Kansas. I've been to Atlanta, LAX, there's one other
Those
one.
are both coast airports.
Well, I was going to Florida.
Right.
There was one other one I went to. I can't remember anymore. Well, let's see. Let's see here.
Well, no, it's such a busy airport because it's dead center in the country, so it goes everywhere.
I don't know. Well, let's see what happens if I went to take a flight to New Orleans, where it'd end up being. If I end up with one stop in Dallas.
Dallas.
Apparently I'd be going to Dallas or Houston. I gotta go for San Francisco, Los Angeles. Fuck that shit.
Well, no, if you went to San Fran or LAX, you would just go straight because you're further west.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I'm surprised you'd lay over in Dallas, but I guess coming from Canada, you probably would. KCI is international too, but oh well. Anyway.
I'm having fun with this. I'm just like, where would I end up going? But it looks like there's a good chance I'll be going to Dallas. I can't remember where we... Oh, Toronto, that's right. I've been to Toronto as well, and that was when we were going to Louisiana. We got stopped over in Toronto twice. One way there, one way back. So
that was... Whenever I flew to San Antonio from here in Kansas, we flew to Dallas and had to lay over there and then had to get on another airplane to fly to San Antonio, which was literally like a 40-minute flight.
Yeah, but they probably because everyone wants to go to Houston, right? Or Dallas.
I don't know. It was so stupid though. It was like, hey, we're gonna fly 3.5 hours to an airport and then fly for 30 minutes to another one.
I've been from Vancouver to Edmonton, and I took a 40-minute flight. By the time we get to flying altitude, we're going back down.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was fine though. It was faster than driving. Driving's a whole day. It was an hour in the air.
Yeah. No, definitely faster. Whenever we drove down to Katy, Texas, it was about a full day, so.
Flying's awesome. It gets us to place faster. Because if I was going to go to Louisiana, you're looking at 2 days drive, I think. Well, it's a 6-hour flight, give or take, with layovers and stuff.
Right.
Because, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to find direct flights. Calgary has a few of them, actually.
Yeah. Direct flights are, yeah. That's my preference. I don't like laying over.
They just cost more money.
Yeah, but my problem with layovers is like whenever we flew to Texas, I flew to Texas for work. Like the flight to go to San Antonio was like taking off as we landed. Like it was supposed to take off as we landed. It was like we had to run.
Oh yeah, my husband had that happen when he was when he flew up to Vancouver. The timing wasn't good. He almost missed his flight. His
like we had to grab like
didn't make the flight.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We had to grab our luggage. We had to run to the next freaking area.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he was running that whole time.
That was a pain.
Yeah. I look at the layover times if I don't. I normally do a minimum of an hour and a half between flights, just in case. Well, I promise you, if you layover in one place, you're gonna be hooked to the next. But
Yeah, I don't like flying. I know it sounds weird, but I don't like flying.
but flying's fun.
No. I don't like sky tubes.
I'm scared of heights and I like flying. Oh yeah, and everyone hit the like button if you haven't already.
Hey, yeah, if y'all haven't hit the like button, you better do that now.
We have 11 likes and 6 people watching.
My side shows 12.
No, well, it takes a while for this side to because I'm on the streaming part. It always takes a while for it to get over on this side.
Yes. So yeah, so
Apparently,
Any
Kirsten
foot-
had to go to use the washroom. And she'll be right back.
yeah, she was saying she didn't want to get up. I get that.
Okay, apparently I'll turn night or you hit it. Yeah, I got 12 now. Yeah, it takes a little bit to update on the streaming side.
My side shows 13.
So that's good. That means I got 2 people to like it since I said it. And 13 is one of my favorite numbers. Normally I have a really good yeah, no, it's not 13. Normally I have a really good Friday the 13th. I don't know what happened yesterday. Friggin' I'm working, and all of a sudden I just feel like, oh my god, I feel sick. So I had lunch, felt like mostly better, but I still felt, now I got 14. Mostly better, and then, yeah, I just need sleep last night. So, too much sleep. Got in my way. Why does sleep always have to get in my way? I had plans.
Sleep is boring.
I had plans.
I hate that. I hate whenever I have plans and everything just falls apart.
Welcome back, Pearson.
Yes,
I'm not
welcome
eating
back,
ice.
Kristen.
What are you talking about? I'm all out of water. So.
I'm not eating ice.
Crush. Look, I'm all out of water, but I'm thirsty.
I'm out of water too, actually. And coffee.
I'm all out of water. So lost without you.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't ask questions, because I don't have answers.
Sometimes I feel like I need to ask questions, though.
Yeah, you never get the answers you're looking for. I think I drank all my tea. I don't know. I can't find the tea thing anymore. Just double check that. I think I did. I think I threw it out. I think I drank it before the stream altogether.
Oh. I've only had my one thing of coffee. I need to have another one.
Technically, I had 1 cup of tea, but really it was an extra large, so...
Ah.
Look, I had to go
Also-
to Timmy's because we were all out of milk, which Lulu
I'm also
loved.
hungry.
I also bought food while I was at Timmy's.
Yeah, I need to remedy the hungry situation I'm in.
It is the point where your stomach feels like it's gonna explode. We got 16 likes. Nice, guys.
Yeah, it's the point where it's like, it's that weird pit pain, and then my stomach starts to making the weird noises.
Yes, the grumble noises, which is really weird that our stomachs know how to do that.
Right. Well, it's mostly air and gases escaping and everything.
Why do you know
But-
this?
Because I know a bunch of stupid shit. But what I hate is like whenever I'm recording and I hear it and then I listen to the and you can hear the stomach noise in the recording, it's like, how did you pick that up?
Please, Mike, stop being that good.
Right. It's like you can hear me talking, like while I'm talking you just hear
You're like,
it's like no.
I have to redo that
Right.
after I eat something. Because I'm probably just gonna pick it up again. Oh, we have been on for 2 hours, so we can call it here, and we can get some food.
It has been 2 hours. Though my side of YouTube says started streaming 7 minutes ago.
I don't know why it's been doing that lately. Like when you click onto the live stream, it just freezes there. It doesn't count with you. So I bet you if you refreshed it, it would say that it's been 2 hours and 6 minutes and 32 seconds and 35 seconds.
Probably. I'm not
the stomach noises add to the spookiness.
Yeah. Nothing like talking about some glitch in the Matrix story and then it's just
and then I turned around and my keys were going grrr.
No, I tend to remove those sounds.
Oh.
I don't leave them.
Except for that one time you hit the bottle.
Yeah, I don't know what I did there. Like, that was weird.
No, and you didn't catch it with your editing either. I was just like, I'm not the only one. And you hit the mic during that outro once, and I was like, I'm not the only one.
No, I just let that go though.
Yeah, you just do your outro in one take. I, on the other hand, oh boy, I have a list of things I have to say, and I edit it, and I normally record. If it's a Sunday word, it's like 5 minutes down to a minute and a half. This Sunday's not. I was really fast with it, and I didn't.
You're good.
Read it, so this one.
No, my outros have no structure. I just try to remember to say everything, and I don't always say everything.
Stop telling me to subscribe, like, become a Patreon, and a member. I've done it all. Stop it.
I know you have. I'm not talking about you anymore.
I know. I was like, I have to leave this comment.
I know. Like I said, you have ascended. You are above them.
Yay! Everyone else get on my level. I'm just kidding. Don't get on my level. It's not very high. It's weird.
What are you talking about? You got a poster.
This is fair. I got a poster. It's still in the poster tube, though.
I know.
Because I can't put it up on the wall. Otherwise, it would be on the
wall.
I
know. I'm aware.
Yeah, I really want to put it up, but I want to wait till we move, so.
Yeah, Fearsome likes it at my outros. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people have mentioned that my outros, it's actually kind of a sad statement now that I'm about to say it, but outros are part of their favorite parts of my videos because they're just so nonsensical.
Yeah, but they're also unique and different, and each one of them is different.
Yep.
So, no, completely. I try to do something different with all of mine, but I do have to write it down because I tried to wing it, and I didn't like what I did, so. Fearsome got a poster?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Well, we'll end it here so poor Raven can get food, so,
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to, like...
No, I also did it myself, too.
Okay. Then I'll blame you. Why would you do that?
I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today, and thank you, As the Raven Dreams, for joining me as well.
Yes, it was a pleasure being here, as always.
Alright, so I hope you all have a very good day, and I might do a live stream later, but don't hold your breaths.
Dark Horse just showed up again. He did this to me the other day, too. He showed up at the end of the stream.
Well, hi, Dark Horse.
Hi, Dark Horse.
We're just ending the stream now. Sorry. Yeah, so everyone have a good day and take care.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.
my hand and I'll guide the way. Just trust your heart, let it take